For so many years, I used to take handwritten notes in a physical notebook while I read my books, but unfortunately, all those notes that I took have gone to complete waste because I never look at those notebooks. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge advocate for annotating while you read. The simple act of highlighting and jotting down a few quick notes while you're actually reading does wonders for your reading comprehension, but all of these notes are going to be completely useless if they end up collecting dust. You want to have a system that actually lets you use these notes over the long term. In today's video, I'm going to show you my entire tech stack for how I take notes while I read and actually use these notes in my daily life. I've developed the system over several years. It'll probably continue to evolve into the future, but I think I've gotten to a point now where I'm very comfortable with it. It's actually very useful, and I want to take the time to document it and hopefully have other people learn from it as well. Now, the very first step of my system is using an e-reader. If you're still using physical books, that's just fine, but I strongly recommend if you want to take advantage of technology and book tech, getting an e-reader is the way to go. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one to get. Whether it's a Kindle, Kobo, or anything else, at the end of the day, it does not really matter. I love using my Kindle personally, but Kobo is just fine too. You can get the Onyx books or the Pocket Book or anything else out there. They all do the same thing at the end of the day, which is help us read more, and that should be your focus. Once you have your e-reader of choice, the next step is very important, and that's to use your finger and drag it across the screen to highlight sentences while you read. Now, you might be wondering, what should you highlight? And that's completely up to you. I love to highlight anything that makes me stop and pause for any amount of time. For me, my highlights usually include things like lessons learned from the book, or maybe quotes that really stood out to me. Anything that makes me go, wow, I want to remember that, I make sure to highlight it. Once you highlight something, I also want to encourage you to go one step further and also add a short note attached to the highlight. All of this does take a few extra seconds, but I'm not asking you to write a whole paragraph, just a short sentence, even a few words of why you're highlighting this text will go a long way for future you. Capturing a short note with the emotion that you're currently feeling while you read that last sentence makes a huge difference for the future you who will go back and read this later. You can relive that emotion and really understand why you highlighted that text in the first place. Now, before moving into the next phase of my system, I do want to do a quick shout out for a book that I wrote that'll teach you all the ins and outs of using a Kindle. The book is called Supercharge Your Reading. It takes 1 hour to read the whole thing start to finish. It'll teach you everything you have to know about using a Kindle and getting the most out of it, not just note taking. If you are interested in reading it and supporting my work as a creator, link down below for the book. Now, the next phase of the system is actually going back and reviewing the highlights that you took on a regular basis. Now, there are two options you can use to do this. One is the free but more manual option, and the other is the paid but more automated option. If you want the free option, you can use the website read.amazon.com, for example, if you own a Kindle, and you can view all your highlights and notes for free on the Kindle website and see all your highlights in one consolidated place. The only downside to this approach is that there's no automation behind it. You'll have to remember to go back to this website every once in a while and reread your notes whenever you have time. If you are willing to invest a small amount of money every month, there's an app out there called Readwise that has completely transformed the game of book tech. Now, I am not sponsored by Readwise whatsoever. I just genuinely enjoy using their product. I pay for it myself, but I do have an affiliate link down below that'll give you a 2-month free trial if you want to try it out. What Readwise will do is connect to your Kindle or your Kobo and sync all your highlights and notes into one library and actually serve you a daily review, taking 5 random highlights from your database and having you review them. This may sound like a super simple feature, but it's actually a very profound mindset change over the long term. I've been using Readwise now for several years, and I am getting highlights surfaced to me in my daily review from books I've read 5 or 6 years ago now. If it wasn't for Readwise, I would never be going back to read these old highlights. But now I actually have retention of these old books that I read that I would never otherwise know about. There's a lot of science behind this. It's called spaced repetition if you want to learn more about it. But a few personal examples. I love reading productivity books, but now my productivity habits have changed quite a bit from 5 years ago. So the books that I read 5 years ago, I'm seeing those highlights come up in my feed, but the way I interpret them is completely different. Another example is I also got married about 5 years ago, so at the time I was reading a lot of relationship books. And now that I've been married for several years, the way I see those highlights have also changed quite a bit too. Regardless of which route you choose over here, whether it's Readwise or another service, just get into the habit of reviewing your highlights. That is the most important thing. You want to keep your highlights and notes top of mind and reviewing them regularly, hopefully on a daily basis, is the way to go. Now, the last part of my system is the newest addition that I've added, and that is the ability to create connections between all my notes. Because I'm using Readwise, they also have a feature that lets you export all of your highlights and notes from all the books that you've read to a third-party note-taking app. For me, I love using Obsidian. Now you're probably wondering, what's the point of exporting all your notes to a different app if you're already reviewing them on a regular basis? Isn't that the hard part? But the more important part in my mind is actually using these highlights in my daily life. Now, because I'm already using Obsidian for taking notes across all the spheres of my life, all my projects are in there, all my random reference notes are in there, I write everything in my life through Obsidian first, and that is where everything ends up. Because everything is there, it's actually a really good place to house all my highlights as well. And Readwise makes it nice and clean. It creates a new note with all my highlights for that book in the note, and I can actually link random ideas I have to the books that I've read. Let me give you an example to illustrate what I'm saying here. Every year, I like to write a short book called Lessons from 2025, or this year, Lessons from 2026, and I have a chapter for a random lesson that I learned during the year. Now, these chapters that I write don't just come out of nowhere. Throughout the year, I am capturing random ideas and notes in Obsidian, just documenting things I want to remember and expand on later on. Oftentimes, these ideas that I'm capturing in Obsidian are related to a book that I'm reading or a book that I read not too long ago. So when I write those notes in Obsidian, I can easily link to the book through the Readwise integration and have a direct connection between the book and the note that I'm writing. Over time, all of my books are getting these new backlinks to all these random ideas and notes that I'm writing across my entire life, so I can go into a book and see the different ways that I'm applying it. This all may sound a little abstract, but when you put it into practice, it's like building a connected web of ideas together from different parts of your life and having different ways of putting things together that you normally wouldn't think of. The whole point of reading books, especially for me, I love reading nonfiction books, is actually using the stuff that you learn into your life, and the best way to do that is to create connections between the books that you read and the ideas that you're having. A new habit that I'm also trying to implement right now is going into the book notes in Obsidian and adding a short summary at the end when I finish reading a book, so each book that I read has a summary in my own words, and again, that's clearly linked inside the note so I can always reference it later. All of this is all possible because all of my notes across my entire life are in one place. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do have questions about this workflow or this system, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to help you out. And I also have a whole video talking about the reasons why I switched to Obsidian in the first place. Link for that video on the screen too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.